sebam, ye mwachigo, sekutu sebam, Midian go for sewa, sekutu sebam, DL Cassia body hintano, no near Pahontoma.
The Yale News.
Yamamo akwapa afeto America na hia yen ego Facebook and FNC YouTube na yemfa kasebo no enchirimu no ensamum yen hia kasebo na se enfamfiri MPP osono kokruku amanyuku na kache na yen nyina yenim se nyankopɔ ya atomam bosuma yego mu ine de taso aduasa baako enfempem mienu ne aduonu ensiamu ebesi memenda MPP amanyuku no ebekɔ sinanim akɔ akɔto aba apaw opanipo no beda amanyuku na no se okwa kwapere omampani dibre ewo MPP osun kokruku amanyuku ndim ne sebe yebeboa na amanyuku no etimi asan bedi oman Ghana so bio na amanyuku nyi hye mu no ma yanhyehyɛ se ena nipa hodo wonom epretumi se yankopɔ ya adoma opepon boss me de toso aduasa baako onyankunimdi a wopɛ no omu nyina manamfa omu nsa emmehye bibia efa ne se Pete Pat ase ene wo kɔ no ene aba na eba beto no se de bɛkɔ bia no mejetum efri se mejetum se mpia amanyuku ne amanyuku a me kondo nti se medin kunim a mejetum se medin kuguo nso a magiatum na bibia etuma ye kama pam na sanhye mude na ase no ana o my Ghana ye post sahene Inspector General Police IGP yem papa Christian tete ye honu kopi ase ena ode aresemu nsem ede ato MPP amanyuku na nim se o hye mo boss yankopɔ ya atoma abato na ase ahobambo nsem ebeyere pa ne senti mo bia yem hyehye no mo bia mo hu se abato mba beto no basabasa bia betimi asikram na IGP echirem se anya hwe kra no bia biara abato no bekɔ so no mekire ye police center bia no police for bebro be ye duoson 70 ene ne mo na betumi akɔ ye police center bia kɔ hwe ma ahobambo nsem bibia tumi akɔ nkan ede ama abato a babeto Yankopɔ ya atoma pepon boss me de so aduasa ba konum wo fempem mienu ene aduonu nsia na IGP de said to dwa emna peace part dwumadi a etodwa ewo MPP amanyuku na kache wo ne ye wadai pepon boss ma yom de so aduonu mienu enfempem mienu aduonu yemensem ena IGP echirem se yanka nkyira Ghana fo se obomade de nkrata akwa akoma osoafo no ena ohwe oman Ghana ya manwe nsensem so ana afin so osoafo a ohwe oman Ghana na ho ba mbonsem so na wasre se boko ne de edu pempenso a ena mahinsie ne ahinnie hu tokwente no obesre se boko nkuto de woma na soja fo kakra enkaka posifo no momba ban se be yempipa beto no base biara entimi enkosom IGP echirem se womba ye omafam de bebo na mpema nyuku na bato no bibia etomato din e de afa ahobambo nsemu.
We have gone over all the preparations over and ready to go to the field. In the section of Boku, that is the area that we may need the support of the military. And so we have written to the Interior Minister to inform the Minister of Defense so that we have military support in Boku. All other areas countrywide, the military will be on standby. We are assuring you that at least 70 is the least number of a police number that will be at each police station.
Aha, enti IGP post sahene ena ojene fans no na eno achi ena post sahene eto ne kasa so ena wochire mu am yanka nkyere MPP empenifo ahodo amo mo piritumi no obesere mu ada abato da no du a mo nkofa mo ankasa matwo guys say no ni de matwo man wa bobbo pa no obai no be bo ho by Debi Ghana Police Service mrante mo ho oden pa ne senti mo hwe na obi amfa ne private eye security amma se be ya abato na se no base biada enkonkusi ase.
The caution is that we will not entertain any para-security at the police station. We have heard a lot, social media and others. And sometimes some of the leaders of the party have forwarded some voices to me to let me know that some group of individuals are planning to deploy macho men. We are cautioning that the police are more macho than the macho men you deploy. And that when it comes to the stage, that these macho men will not take advice from the caution that is given them. And they come to the police station and then we arrest them. I'm pleading. Nobody should call me. The word is that police is ready. And so we are giving you all the assurance that we will do our work peacefully and then we'll contribute heavily to make sure that at the end of the day, the one you want to be the presidential candidate who you want to.
Any awoti ye ayo my Ghana ye post is sign den adim Christian tete yehonum na enuachi ena chairman edema MPP wanom Council of Elders eye onumunyamfo Hackman Owusu Agyemai ede adesre ede ato enimpenifo ahodo wanom epretumi say wombetumi akotu franka wa MPP amanyoku ndimu akwakopra wampene akwandwane say osere wanom ada osere mpapapa abato no obia mo no homaden na omamra so die entimi enya adwuma pa na bibia enya boko mo obia mfa ne pe enkofa kuntuna se enkofa no na ho bamboku ma se be ya bedu baabi no enkofa nchinu ahyew emfa ma abato no ase.
There's no need for private security arrangement. Trust in the system that we have collectively built over the years, which is essential for preserving peace and order. And for that I say, if any of you have any macho groups, have any people who are going to give us problems, I say dismantle them now. Dismantle them now. From 1992, we have always conducted our internal elections without problems. And I'm hopeful that this time too, it will be the same.
I feel so, Sana Bekono. And what Anna Hackman, Owusu Agyemai to an kasa so and which mam. Obesere MPP Emmanuel no man say. When a kumya nato, Nefia kumyanso, into way yampere hontokwa and bob watchade. Enti obesere abato no, Sangopo ya dum, Nenipama kuma kunduma. Wanom press on Bego be able to make 2 franca. MPP Emmanuel Demonom. Mechere Kennedy a compreko or hini Ejapom. Ena oniminyam for Brian a champon. And if it's Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, the doctor or say yaw aduchum and if in some opinion day a day engineer Kwabra Ejapon or better mwada. About one query ya, Monshira man could the MPP penifoni biatem. Monfa need the man in the Senate if it's penifo boy Madiabo Abatono, Bibia to Makudin at your mamopa.
Further plead with all the candidates to refrain from making accusations against the committee or the party after the elections. Such actions, particularly when emotions are high, can undermine confidence in the party and erode the unity we have worked so hard to build. Leadership demands responsibility, restraint, and a commitment to the greater good of the party. The ceremony and the memorandum of understanding to be signed today are therefore not mere formalities. No, they represent a solemn pledge on your part to place the party above the individual ambition.
No, Mondo Amanyukuno, answer the Mwankasa, Monfaso Pe, and ya wuti ye no, or no, or your chairman, Edema MPP's Council of Elders, Hackman Owusu Agyemai. Nanuachi, and a parliament chief, Edema a yet bompata nananum atrankunyam, Obejina mu edekasaye, Edema National Peace Council, Nana Efa Apenten, Ebe PMU Ediadesre, Ediato MPP, Eya presidential aspirant in enemy so Sramwada, Obianya Bako, no undi Shishaya Hodwam. Ewa manyukonum no bi ntene ho ase am onfa nkoda mayuko empeni mfo no mamade amwa na manyuko no bibia nkonkan emfa no monswari hu amope no yakopon emu awo no.
In the event that any or all of the 4 contestants who will not be successful in the January 31 elections are dissatisfied with any of the steps in the elections, please use the laid down party mechanism, including the mechanisms in the peace pact, to address grievances. The one successful person must also be gracious and magnanimous. And remember the African proverb that says that if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Remember that violence has never been the solution to addressing grievances anywhere on the planet. It can only escalate it.
Aha, no ho asamanyen. Eni ya wuti ono na ye parliament chief Edema bompata nananam atrakundwam. Ne den Nana Efa Apenten. Na ne kwakura mu no na Ghana mampani data Nana adedankwa Ekufuado bemo boada ekupia siebim. Ene wo kire mu sei obesere nimpa hodo a moperetome no munyanto boase ebokom. Na orehemu ewo my Ghana a posi for mantre mu se mamade yamahoba monsem bibia to din de ma abato amba beto no.
There are reassuring signals that the proceedings of 31st January 2026 will be conducted in peace and security. IGP will count on you and your men and women to do a good job. Ladies and gentlemen, our party did not begin today, even though a handful of us were privileged enough to be around in its early days. It did not begin yesterday. Its roots go back to 1947 with the formation of the United Gold Coast Convention, UGCC, from which the Dankwa Dombo Busia tradition proudly draws its lineage. At that founding moment, a clear and principled decision was taken. Leadership will be determined by the ballot, not by force, intimidation, or intrigue. George Alfred Park Grant was unanimously elected president.
Eni awuti yei Ghana mampeni dada Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Yentua kasiabo no so ne dasoa ejina MPP ho sensema na dom kuma ne ba no dini Alexander Fenyo Makin de ato MPP amanyoko nanim so momomodin ano monka omuhumbem no mofa ho hyeso anya adwuma ewo kuo nim esan se yade aganafo ehia MPP amanyoko ni biem na emom enye party eye mpaipai mu ewo mu nto on de kokobo ana ekwa ma wom so momomodin ano monka omuhumbem se ne be ya party no esan so ebegina ne naso bie no de nsemi edituja ewa abro omugina mayeto omso aba se frankatufo Ediama MPP amanyoko no ekosan na ye peace part ana ochemu se so mobo modin ano mo kom hubom na se ye ntoko ekoso ewo muntem ni no mutimi si ano a ebetimi abo amanyoko ni ye power pan na ye peace part yo mabesan ni so mobo modin ade ye adwuma no so ebetimi aboa na so mobo modin ano mudi nkuguo ewo mfimpi mienu ni aduonu watwa bato ni ma enye party ni nkwa na ebe ha na emom eye dom kuma ne so na ebetimi ahawom.
Unity is not a slogan. Unity is conduct. It is a discipline to disagree without destroying one another. The humility to accept outcomes we may not like, and the maturity to place the national project above personal disappointment. Every single insult traded, every unsubstantiated allegation, every attempt to demonize a rival today becomes a weapon in our opponent's hand tomorrow. At this delicate moment, the internal division heralding the 31st January contest are not confined within the walls of this party. They spill over into the nation's governance. A fractured MPP does not only risk losing another election.
Enwechi anadom kuma ne ba no dini adi tuja na ochemu se mo obia embedada wom ema basabasa ye entimi nkoso ewa abro mokoto aba no ewa pepon bosom ne de to so aduasa baako ewa mfimpi mienu eni aduonu nsiani.
To the grassroots, refuse to be used as instruments of division. Let this peace pact be more than ink and handshakes. Let it be a covenant with delegates, with this tradition, and with the people of Ghana. That is this party will be worthy of another opportunity to serve. And that united, it will equip them.
Eni ya uti ye eyedom kuma ne ba no dini Alexander Afenyo Makin. Enwechi ana enkanim na shebedwani edemad eyedom kwabenya ye Professor Aaron Mike Okwe esan so edensem edituja echiemu se eye party na chitaifo no moma sumdwe nkoso ewo mo ne eyomo omugina se ye nto omso abasa frankatufo no se ne be ya bato no eso ebetimi akosan se ade committee ni so ehese atentini ni betimi akoso.
An IPAC created also by the party, that is the internal intra-party advisory committee. They have worked together so far with the contestants or their representatives. It means after the event, the victor is the leader. A credible register has been compiled as newly established. The police are present here, and we are glad they are. Just to underscore the point that we are not doing a secret election in any corner. It is open, transparent, and there will be no cause to complain at the end of the exercise.
Uti ye eyen kanim na shebedwani edemado mekwabenya eya Professor Aaron Mike Okwe na ne krakramu ana MPP General Secretary Justin Frimpong Kodua edi tuja na ochemu se waya wadwen so be mabasabasa yetimi akoso ho nim de ne bomode anatwe ho esan se so obi edi nkuguo ewa bato mu anachese na brabo emba wieye nto mombomode anom nchi omo free basabasa ye mu esan se eya ade Ghana Police Service ne eya IGP ebomode ahese say ya hobanbo ho sem ebekoso ewo centers ahodo abato no ebekoso.
So to our 5 aspirants, as you all know, we are going to a contest. Certainly one of you will merge not just as a winner, but to take the mantle of leading us to the greater battle in 2028. By the remaining 4, that shall not be the end of your life. Just as you have seen our revered Council of Elders here, maybe one day you also become Council of Elders of our great party. That's the beauty of democracy. In our quest to ensure that we have a free, fair, and transparent elections, the National Council constituted what we refer to as the Presidential Elections Committee, chaired by our revered Honorable Joseph Oseus.
DLFM 106.9.
Wherever they stand, they have commended the work that has been done by the Presidential Elections Committee.
Enia uti ye Justin from Ponkodjo no ana ye MPP General Secretary.
Yan to akasebo no so na ye monwura mum e wa akwane badie won sensem e wo manjimum. Na nansa nyina ye nim se wo body gura mu e wa so ya ehwe oman Ghana yakwana badie e ho sensem me kire transport ministry na wono maso ayehye pa sesebe croporter esijaso efri sei enya se mukuma wu chese ne kobrane ekwa adwuma no pa aye nsempi e wo man Ghana titiriu ene nkrabo premantem ene kumase wapra adwuma na wo kofia dada na ena no bisenti ahyenkafo nkabom kopi na ani abrese krodoma wonom ene ahyenkafo ahodo am wonom etu anamabone mene amaka ho ayedin pa wo manimu no ene wo mu edi wo mu so asie se bebeboa pam na yetu kwan yekwamem yahodo asa ahodo ahyenkafo na sem ekwatu fafa mu no eso betimi atem na mikasai eye ahyempi na na mpinifo acheche wo man Ghana mu am enye asem kuma na bawura mu e wala pass ene mpatem am chese ne ahyenkafo eye wonum ko ba ko de da wonum so no eye concern drivers union for etimi ache chese ne hyenkani bi ene ne metiam wa mu kire ma mmamade no makojama mla ne mo adipa efrise anama mu tuo ne nye chese ne ka na wafo na wokọ no okwa akoduru mfimfim ba bia wose munsi minko bio wunya si ya wose metroaso mekwala pass adan edeba dia o kire ma enye o nyanya ne sa akram na wade mu kire mi sei wo bomode afa la pass kwantempo no so am o hyenkani atumi alodi ono anim se la pass na okọ nanso okodu aya Coca-Cola ho na mape no aka kire passengers ne se eya ha na me bande dia ye no wa beto aso no la pass na san tua bio na o matua sam sa na task force ni bitika nim na wose sa o me de me nka hwem na mdo makodu la pass mudu wa pe na wose hwe krachi de na mo ye no ho na ka kire wo Ghana ni se wo ye hyenkani a wo atomic ana sa wo Madina na wo kọ kaso a ka kire passenger ni se udu la pass anko bio na wasi na wa bon short trot sa na wa gigi mu sika sa na opani kire man nam de sente na ama kwantufo na adwumayefo aso wa ye hyepa chese sika de be kwa adwuma no nyame amfafia bedu be se okofie no wa hwe na sika no akwa short e wo kwansom na kasamafo edema concern drivers association of Ghana eye David Abuado ene santrafo akasa na okire mi se anamo we yade a ha adwinye pa ne senti wo maka bom ene GPRTU protoa na hyenkafo nkamaku eye pi na ebo amoden aboa se be yam ahyenkafo amo mo boss abra no betuma chechi mu nyina na mra ene mo edie
wala pass obi koye sa nyamra tru ho no car no ya impound car at least 3 weeks onye juma ena onkosi kwan so enkoye sa nyamra asem no biom eni nti no the asem no ye car ye aba ye nan so na akoye ye station driver no ono a me ne wo kasa sisi yi so hwefo ni ya obehu se ono ne ho asem ena ye ka eni nti eye nationwide ade a ya fa to ye ho so ya fa coordinators ewie task force no so no GPRTU esanse omo GPRTU guards no ye the other unions say concern true drivers Ghana committed any pro to any tiger for members koka ho because sankrofo no ye chi omo a ye mfa ma omo ahogro so ye de emra emu ye den na ebe wi omo ansa na other floating drivers no de ye wi a ye de omo ma mra na nkasa ama emra na omo edi eno ene ade a ye de esi ye ni so a ye
yes drivers say stop na me no kase GPR2 national chairman regional chairman me ankasa me kan bi ye fa kwan so Madina Adenta Kasua Amasaman ye na nkasa ye tu enwesi wo se sha se ne driver ni bia obetu anamona emfata no ye ne won di bedi se ne mra ne se enti ye ka Ghana fu nyina se won ka won komantom na asi no o me ntwam na aka no ye behwe se ye be amana asumduaba na o mampanyi do mama de me ka ni play amana ti ase se the whole Ghana driver fu nyina ye da na se
eni a woti ye ono ayo pani pam Wakasa Edema Concern Drivers Association of Ghana David Abuado ena wote ne nkan na no wachi ne do ya danso uboguremum ewo sotum ene ne mpatema kwahyeman ene odoko ho no mo kwantempon no so anyasem kumom na Drummond Adjoa Agyei National Guard Commander Edema GPRTU ahyenkafo nkabom ko na ekirim sem wonom saka ahyenkafo mako nsia wonom enam so tuom kwantempon no so ana afin so kwahyeman ene odoko chese na short saa ene ahyentade amrama ho kwa na mo ginti o machi wonom Mako Jama Namra, and Wamoso Etimia Shumpa.
This morning we used a different strategy job. Yesterday we used a different form, and today we've changed it again. This morning what we started was from Sotum, that was the first stop. We end at Kwashiman, and then we place one guard at Sotum, and then we place one at Kwashiman, and then the third one is at Odoko. So when you start, the first one will give us information that car number 1 has load from center coming to Kwashiman. So when it gets to Kwashiman knows that car number 1 has come. So he also alerts. The moment Kwashiman ends, which means you have to turn back and go to Sotu. But if you move forward, Odoko, Kaneshi, which means you are doing the short job. So the second center will communicate to the last one at Odoko. And then he will finally get you. When you get to Odoko, then we arrest you. So that was the strategy we used today.
Okay, sir. So what happens today and what happens
6 drivers today?
Any awoti ye no ne den at the Drummond Adjoa Agyei or National Guard Commander Edema GPRTU ahyenkafo enkobom kunum na no wachi ana ahyenkafo a ene omotoka ka adwama mpanifo achi won mu bi ekiremu a enya wo mane o eye obi na pa bibia ya wonom efirisa adwuma omo ye no edum pempen so anya de omo pa omo ho ne sesebe de bia da aboa wadwene ohuja so no mu kiremu a omo besere Ghanafo yemfanta wonom na ombejai na bieu ahyenkafo no ekiremu am wonom ka awuranom ebom de mo no so pa ntedu baabia na ho kira ba eno ka ho bi na wonom etu sa na moim eno da nchan so mu kiremu a spare part ne bo na den sa mu ntumi kura nto eno di ma akwete na afin so aposifo sikajeje udu ha si ache na agigi usika sa ntedi omo ye no omo ne aposifo ene spare part dealers ene cowness ene chesika ni di
ya wu ne se eduma ye problem bibiri ya wa eduma so to ebe 6 second for a kwaka kwa no mo na kwa se ya lodu asoma odoko ni akwa it because the ente man e disane se says there anu edi it budget cow na for no se bisa o mo si spare parts no o mo koto enu so ku break it pressure nyina ko gina spare parts so and pressure no so eba so it says cow na for no di man say ye ne akọ pesa scan ma yeso o magical it ye loading sa ebo e be load straight there obedu circle na kra no anya be 65 cedi na 70 cedi it all load straight no nya hwe it ebo anu ye load be si odoko ye to aso sa ndi ye ne scan no say 80 cedi na 90 cedi o ba no anya be fine o nya be so no sa fa so ye de no kra ye need station aye de no say wa no to say ye ko ba sa it ye e ko ba no
ai de ko ba no ene ya obo no short na wanya sika ene ya kawo na benya ne de onya wia Ghana Post Service mante wo kwa ho ebenya bi na spare part dealers no so enyom kakra ente sa ekom ebeku wonom ene wo moyere na wo manom
Yantoa kase bone so ne dasoa ejina hyan ho sensema na kwantufo omo ewa asante mantemu omo so hawa omo famu wo honom efa eye ehyan ho no anya ade a ekoye creation sese ebinom eko schools ebi nso no etimi komu nyuma so a na ho etimi ayeden ede ama oni titiro ane school for esan sese ebi eko senior high school ebi ye day student ebi nso no primary ni JHS no mo kwa na chese omo ne eye adwadifo no ekoka ho ene ometimi akoa wa wani yeden no watimi anya hyan ni bi atenamu ubedu school mu hono na chese wa ye late say poto obi nso bedu joma afi na okoshe dwa na chese time ekoye pen no so no ha adwen ede emma wom no mu chema ahyenkafo ne so na fasa kwanya ne so na chese first no so omu jibika ho a ne so omu jibika ho ne short yi obi beka chese wo ko ha no mo fa ka na sane la pass de ne tese a pepepe na ne wakoyi wasi baabi na chese wo chirema jiwe kwans we sane ba ya betimi ede afa ka foforo etimi akwa eno so no ha adwen ede ma wo mesan say sika obefa obeye wadwensa no pa okọ adwuma to betua se nanumre watua se no akani na abomu no ansa na ubedu fie numre no na chese sika wase ne nye sika ketwa eno so no ha adwenye pa de ma wo mesan se obi wo ho no mo ye ne budget ansa na wapie na afi ukọ spend ebro budget ne so na ne so akoye ha kese ede ama wom na ukọ Kenya si abrem no wo Kwabri East municipality ni ma honom krampo de chese enyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenye esan se edu weekdays na wo so obi asori no potutu so okọ adwuma no obedu wo na ehyen no ba ko penesi no so nipa egu honom no enye nipa keto na no so just opera san wetimi enya hyen no etima akobia ya wokọ no so ha adwenye pansan so ana akọ da ban abu akọ asokore mampon adwoso ne so na chese honso how no etimi ekosu ye baba pa modin sem say edituja.
At this place, there is no way. There is no certain day that they will say that there is no queue here. Every day there is a queue here. Every day there is a queue here, especially at this time of the day. It's not like it is like 7 p.m. right now, but every time you can't get any vehicle. As we know, this is a zone. We are not, as we know, quote unquote, unsafe, but we are still in the queue till date.
Oh, it's immediate 2 hours. I was alley. We are quite a phone pancrono. The phone pancrono, and I said, then the car. We were Muslim, Mensianov, can a fire. No, I could see it. Tegosia pancrono, I just your coffee jacqua break. Timothy Massey. Not myself, be no matter what to say. It's me free and come my faka means. Oh, Sika, some of the chief, so bad now for Sika say, if you are when Sidia, and your back up boiler one answer Kijitia. Just a good double.
Eni ya uti ye eya kwentufu a omo ewa santimantem no mu chema to de bia na ehyan ho ayeden edi ama oni titiriu eni adwadifo eni eschoolfo
desi asetrema ayeden ho kontatu bentum ewo ahyenka ho ene obi peka edi atukwan wo Ghana mu a titiriu eni ye ne ayekọ konwuma okura kese mu no emu ayere pa visa senkafo ne panshi nipa wo manyi
twede abebo ansa ne wanya aka na tena mu na nya se
ne nyina aka ho bi se Ghana ndi esa ahun se kuro bia sabe preko nimu no aponchi tumi do sade e ma bo life egu nipa so ye no kre entisika yenkwaso anyina kwan mu na project manager edema denta dodoa kwantempon e won kran pumpure mantem ne den ede engineer Gabriel foli ede nsem atodwa echiremu sem yanka nkyere adehia mo adenta dodoa ne mpotemu no mo akwan na eyo wa fidi achese ne mfuturu ebo mo pampam ene ahokyere mu na mu no enchepi enka se mfimpim yenu ne adununsi enkwa wie ne nyina da no etimi akwakoye twem kabia no peni mra onrada na one nsentwerefo kasa no ana wo kyerem sem omugu so ebo adwumaden ahwese bibia ebetimi akonkan na ewom se wono mache kakra okwan to nanso edu baabia enyabo apaya kram na ni nyina ne se won se kwan no mu yie no wo ntumi tutu kwan ni nyina so masabe ahyen na fa kwan no so ne mresa ne sente du baabia na wonom atwa kwan kakra de ato kwan ne nkyɛn na wo asiesie mu wie pɛ na wo mahyenkafo na bɛfɛ no so na wo matumi asiesie kwan ba kono aka ho na wo kyerɛ me du baabia manfo na mapi ɛwɔ kwan no so ntia du baabia na akɔfɔ hawo kakra etimi ediaba na okyina kopie mu ɛwɔ yɛ amrahia potem ho no ma wo kyerɛ mu asɛ ye bia da ho no mo no o makopie so ma mekese di akwagye ta na mo na nanam antre nkonwa asin nkonwa aka sɛ kyerɛ me sɛ wo mmɔ mmɔden enyi emu na dankɛsɛ ne nyina mfra mu kura bia honom enkwesi omba fufuro bio ansa na kwan no wo matumi yi hode na visa sabi nimpa wawo yese ne de ne kase untumi mfafire mu runtum enkonkɔsɛ no sɛ ne yeyi kwanti yenwiri ne pantugu nyanya ne sakra de biara dam opani chenze mekese de kwan no wo matumi ayemu ahamgye mu aduosia aka 40% pe tidi aka no enche bibia beto de mekwan no wo mo ma de hia mo adenta dodoa no mo ho atimi atomo.
When we came, it was a single carriage. We needed to open the road up, and then one of the things that we needed to be very careful about is, as much as you want to construct the road, you have to ensure that you don't disturb the movement of people, or as it were, the activities of people within the enclave should not be adversely affected by your activities. So what we did as part of our strategies is to ensure that the existing carriageway, as much as possible, we don't touch it. We widen to the left, we widen to the right, and allow traffic to flow on the existing road. So what we have done basically is to widen the road from kilometer 00 through to Dodowa. And then once we're done with the widening, we can then put the traffic on one side of what we have built up and then work on the other side So that's basically what we are doing here. Yeah, so as you rightly said, with respect to the drains, we've done 90% of the major drainage structures, and the overall progress of works that we have done now stand up to 60%. So in road construction, the difficult work is when you are doing the earthworks. Once you are able to come out of the ground, the rest of the works is easy. So as you can see, we are almost done with all the earthworks here. We are out of the ground. So what is left is the pavement works. And I can assure you that by the close of this year, we should be able to finish this project.
Enye enkasa fi nkwana wie ye na bibia to di na kwa no wanom etimi awie kram. Ene a wotie ye project manager edema contractor no ene yi adenta dodoa kwantempo no. The den at engineer Greber Fori and our taining king. We are young way so near can kind my drink any be and find some enumere. Na junior purpose at the abano say good evening, dear. Good work, Yangopon, Enchilamo Pam, no dem piebo akahum. Anane Kunsuku joke room no diabano second for president and they are connected. Sa no dear badges and 100% and what they etriatum. Janet Ofoluwa or say the abano say good evening. Wafa Nhyiraba Kwadwo Sammy beam. And nothing so my beautiful Adjoa Agyei Sikapa and Adjoa wedding and I say me mamu ayiko na always MPP well ewo omaba mabeto no emupa medase me wofa se na Hansen diedu e de aba no se o manyadwo Sammy B ene Adjoa Agyei Sikapa oda ya se na dwumade ya ye de som o my Ghana hwe life e de free Atomic Hotel danso mane ho ene odi free e de buy Hansen diedu ye chiawo ne abusua no sanso na me wofa se Hayford efum e de aba no se o manyadwo no hwe life e de free danso man no de aba se fantastic news yenso ye das me wofa se na comfort mighty de aba no se o manyadwo wofa Sammy B ene Adjoa Agyei Sikapa wedding news no in fact it is on point pam na happy so day e kwade ama ono ankasa and efin so Thursday bonds omo DLFM callers association ko no nyina no omo nyina happy so day o hwe live e di free spentest koka kola honom na o hwe yen e di free na me go fast sweet Elizabeth e dia ba no so mayadwo my loved ones in fact DL news you can't take it from us in fact the boy Jumaden or say this coming from Sweetberry Lebanon zone 4 and o hwe yen e di free enmrem bebe ye droi ya na ye ho na yen komra na yen ko studio 2 me wo fa se Kenneth atana se agudie mo nsem no fa me se yen ko hwese ye wo fa ene okoye no otimi hyego ni bia na se wantimi anhye wo fa o hye ya
mon spring it off na fe mon samra back as I said ya madin kunim bon no kra ma head ma shego mun ka shego mon spring it off na fe mon samra back as I said ya madin kunim bon no kra ma head ma shego mun ka shego
DL Power Sports
Hello, my name is Emilia Probe. You're listening to DL Power Sports.
Ebraso se me come wo fa se Kenneth atanchen na nsema hodo a edi akwetene e wa agudie mo no onfa ni nyina mesome ye enumere Kenneth
wafa
empom di sen
nyame na adom bibia ye fa bibia de dem kama
ye de yankopon ase se nanso wa bia ye pono
yes de bia me kan se dodo na sebi ye koda ye ne omokoda e ahomache obi yemtumi kano ni atam na kopiem okolebu but anytime bia no ye koba nti na seda na ese de mana
nokwasem
bia ye bia no ye fa body na seda ye de enfama no
nokwasem agudie mu nsem nsem pi ho
ofa nsem ho ye bedi nkomo bebre na
Ghana hadia wo kakra wo
Ghana hadia wo msaso na akwa ma focus and UEFA Champions League eto da ye bedi nkomo yes
ebrenti ma minya ho na kajagum
right ebusia yemo akwa ba biom enfambra deal 106.9 joining live on Facebook no na also etubi enya dwumedie no bi hwe na wonua so a ono so ewo chichi benchero ono so ensanka dwumedie a eno so etumi etodwa ye sha ase dia na ye sha ase e de fifie Ghana Premier League unim say ye dia March week 20 echna games no enso etumi e sha ase e o Legon ho na Dreams FC Boboko no wɔn ɛtena fiato nsa ɛde afɛ club a yɛfɛ Young Apostles Arsenal Saturday games no ɛno nso betumi atoa so ɛwɔ hɔ Lagos Sports Stadium hɔ na ɛyɛ ade a 11 Wonders wɔn ɛrebɔ as home team a wɔn ɛwɔ Kame Bobokwa ne din ɛde Heart of Oak Sunday games no ɛno nso betumi atoa so ɛwɔ hɔ Kumasi Asante Kɔrɔkɔ wɔ Baba Yara ɛyɛ ade a wɔn ɛrebɔ game no ɛde etia club a ne din ɛde Baseke Holy Stars Arsenal Swedro no ɛyɛ ade a Swedro All Blacks no wɔn betumi atena fie awɔ Kame Bobokwa yɛfrɛ no Ediana Stars Medium a wɔn ɛretena fie na wɔn ato nsa ɛnso ɛde afɛ club a ɛno ɛyɛ Kerala United Arsenal Bechem United game no ɛno nso betumi ato dwa mo ɛwɔ Kame Bobokwa yɛfrɛ no Heart of Oak anase Heart of Lions a ɛno ɛyɛ big game ɛbɛto dwa ɛnso ɛwɔ Bechem a yɛde san kɔmɔ no ɛto dwa na unim sɛ game a ɛno ɛto dwa ɛwɔ hɔhɔ na yɛade a ɛno ɛyɛ game a hɔhɔ United wɔn ɛretena fie ato nsa ɛde afɛ Vision Arsenal Samates no ɛno ɛyɛ Nsentwe Sports Arena wɔn ɛretena fie no ato nsa ɛde afɛ Nations FC na big game no ɛno nso betumi ato dwa ɛwɔ Brekum Golden City Park ɛhɔ ɛna club a yɛfrɛ Brekum Chelsea wɔn ɛretena fie ato nsa ɛnso ɛde afɛ club a yɛfrɛ Gold Stars ɛno ɛyɛ Ghana Premier League match week 20 ho kɔma ɛne enyume so yɛde sansɛm no ɛnso etumi ɛto dwa na away from that yɛnti sme na ukopie mu ɛwɔ Kumasi Asante Kɔrɔkɔ yɛne ɛte sɛ aberante na yɛfrɛ Albert Amo after sɛ aberante no ɔno ɛkopie mu ɛwɔ club a ɛno ɛyɛ Itia Libya club no aberante no return back ɛnso ɛwɔ Kumasi Asante Kɔrɔkɔ na aberante no wɔn ɛne Kumasi Asante Kɔrɔkɔ wɔn media team no ɛtwetwe nkɔmɔ na aberante no ɔno nso ɛtumi ɛde to dwa sɛ ade a ɔno ɔwɔ unfinished business ɛnso wɔ Kumasi Asante Kɔrɔkɔ tientie sma aberante Albert Amo a wɔn nso ɛde to dwa.
It feels good. It feels like it was a holiday, so I feel good. I decided that I want to come back to Kotoko so that I will just finish my own, like everything that I started, so that I will be okay.
ɛno ɛyɛ nkɔmɔ aberante Albert Amo a wɔn ɛde to dwa sɛ yɛade a obienti a wɔn ɛretɛne back ne sɛ yɛade a Kumasi Asante Kɔrɔkɔ team no wɔn Albert Amo a yɛn adwene sɛ obetumi aboa mo ma nneɛma nso etumi akɔ ani ebisa Albert Amo a sɛ league no amamanfoɔ ɛreka sɛ Kumasi Asante Kɔrɔkɔ any chance a wɔn betumi agye yɛntie sima Albert Amo a wɔn nso ɛkafa league a Kumasi Asante Kɔrɔkɔ wɔn ɛhwɛ nim sɛ wɔn betumi agye no.
I think winning the league is also part of like my journey, and I was happy when the time came for me to choose the team that I want to go on loan. So I decided to come back so that you can work hard and claim it.
aberante a yɛfrɛ no Albert Amo a wɔn nso ɛkafa Kumasi Asante Kɔrɔkɔ sɛ wɔn ɛhwɛ nim sɛ wɔn etumi agye the Ghana Premier League a yɛde saa nkɔmɔ no ɛnso etumi ɛto dwa unim sɛ transfer stories no ɛno nso etumi etwe kodi amensa kan sɛ aberante na yɛfrɛ no Thomas Kofi wɔn etumi atwa ne Dreams FC from club a ɛno nso ɛyɛ Home Stars a yɛde saa nkɔmɔ no ɛnso etumi ɛto dwa na ukopie mu ɛnso ɛwɔ Leicester City a Ghana ni akɔda na yɛfrɛ no wei no ɛnso ɛyɛ Abdul Fattah Ishaku deɛ amensa ɛka no sɛ ukopie mu ɛwɔ club a ɛno ɛyɛ Villarreal deɛ mensa kan sɛ 30 million euros no wɔn etumi ɛkɔfa boy a yɛfrɛ no ɛwɛ no ɛnso ɛyɛ Fattah Ishaku a yɛde saa nkɔmɔ no ɛnso etumi ɛto dwa na unim sɛ me no ɛka sɛ since March week 12 ɛwɔ the Ghana Premier League ɛyɛ adeɛ a referee wɔn sikasɛm no ɛntumi ɛnto dwa na sɛ wɔn sikasɛm no ɛnyɛ adeɛ a mpanyinfoɔ etumi etua since March week 12 a me no ɛka sɛ March week 20 a yɛno nso etumi ɛwɛ ma yɛde saa nkɔmɔ no ɛnso etumi ɛto dwa ɛde ma wa na away from that no okay Ghana ni aberante a yɛfrɛ Daniel Kofi Kyerɛ na unim sɛ boy we na yɛade a 3 years ago ɛna aberante no wɔn nso etumi nya AC deɛ mensa kan sɛ aberante no ɔno nso etumi return back a ɔno etumi atwa ne teammate ɛwɔ Freiburg a ɔno nso ɛhwɛ nim sɛ World Cup 2026 no ɔno nso betumi enya akonya si akan a yɛde saa nkɔmɔ no ɛnso etumi ɛto dwa de yɛka Black Stars ho nkɔmɔ no ɛyɛ ade a me no ɛka sɛ Ghana betumi abɔ friendly match ɛde tia ɔman a ne din ɛnso ɛde Austria yɛde saa nkɔmɔ no 27th ɛyɛ match ɛna saa big game no ɛno nso betumi ato dwa ɛwɔ Vienna yɛde saa nkɔmɔ no ɛnso etumi ɛto dwa onim sɛ Austria man no wɔn nso etumi awura mu ɛwɔ World Cup na sa Ghana ɛnso ɛhwɛ sɛ yɛbetumi abɔ saa nyɔkofa kense no na nneɛma etumi akɔ ya yɛde saa nkɔmɔ no ɛnso etumi ɛto dwa na okay former Black Stars ɔmo psychologist ɛyɛ coach a yɛfrɛ Mr. Patrick Ofori no na openi no nso edi nkɔmɔ ɛde afa Otuado yɛntie sima openi no ɛnso ɛkafa Otuado.
Unfair for anybody to single out the coach and then blame. If you are to look at it,
Unfortunately, are part of the world. If you have a management committee, you don't bypass the management team to blame them. And let me give you an example. You were quick to criticize. People were criticizing Slot. But you look at a lot of the analysis, they went after ADOS.
Yes, and no, I come on, Mr. Patrick Oforio. Now, no, a psychologist coach, Edma the Black Stars of Ghana. One also air can some edifo to add more. Now, more to me, a criticize coach in a friend or to add no, a idea opinion Eddie to just say idea your management, a team members or name on BB Bia and so our the Black Stars team no, a yana more to me, Eddie so opinion, your friend coach or to add a sound common, and so to me, to Jana, only opinion, your friend Henry Asante Chumno, or no a communication director, and so Edma the Ghana Football Association and so penino and so to me edin como 2026 itinerary for a year GF yente some opinion and so to me edituja. Yes, and I am Command Henry Asante Chum Kasamafo, and so Edma the Ghana Football Association. One edit to that about friendly games like Black Stars of Ghana. One to me about head of the World Cup, and also to me to the last story, and no to me is a branch friend Kelvin or says building sa branch, one to me a Pekin knock me no air say their branch, and also to me I fit how to folk game china, or more airport editor 11 wonders na branch, and also to me I return made this sound common, and so to me to Jantia Dion, Yaba.
Lumba in super natural mineral water. Get a grip. That's super break. Lumba in super natural mineral water. Get a grip. That's super break. Lumba in super natural mineral water. Get a grip. That's super break.
Hello, my name is Emilia Probe. You're listening to DL Power Sports.
Right, it was a young coffee and young copiemo and so a man for close and round him say idea UEFA Champions League no and also to me to Jana on himself Brantia, your friend Robert Lewandowski, and also to me I backwards now on him say in the history of UEFA Champions League no a idea 4 players and more to me I share 20 plus goals and so to me Edema 2 a clubs I mean no I say the Brantia, your friend Robert Lewandowski no and also to me I backwards na Obeka say idea no esa kan Edema Bayern Munich Sasana Endra and also to me Eboa Barca club na almost to me Efa Savic to me no eka say the branch no also to me Adjoa Agyei your friend Cristiano Ronaldo no ehye goal 20 goals no and so Edema Real Madrid Arsenal United no also to me ehye Obeka branch your friend Neymar Junior dos Santos no to me ehye 20 goals Edema Barca so and their club your friend Paris Saint-Germain Arsenal branch na your friend Harry Edward Kane no also to me ehye 20 plus goals no and so Edema Tottenham Hotspur club no Arsenal Endra also to me a share go and so Edeboa Bayern Munich club na and Emma and so to me echo ye away from that no na ukopiem e Barcelona this season upper branch back one form no and also e was 3 year pano e branch your friend Fermin Lopez now him say Enra Clano also to me ebo brace me no eka say there in the last 9 games a branch na your friend Fermin Lopez to me abono ono to me ashe 9 goals woman ye this sound common no and so to me to da na ukopie e UEFA One Champions League table na and also to me to Jana on say Arsenal for no omo ready kind after 7 games no omo 21 points Arsenal Bayern Munich omo etos mienu eno 18 Arsenal club your friend Real Madrid no omo 15 me no eka say there automatically 2 teams per and omo to me qualify for UEFA Champions League ma yeah this sound common no and so to me to Jana on say Arsenal for no omo to me qualify Arsenal Bayern Munich for no omo to me qualify yeah this sound common no enso etumi to the branch Vinicius Junior one and a UEFA for no omo etumi upon player of the month and as a player of the week yeah this sound come on enso etumi to ja na a branch fed Moises Caicedo enra wonu sa branch no the only goal enso edema Chelsea bobo kono na no and an head coach ye fed Liam Rossinia enso etumi to just open one a player defensive midfielder enso e was as we currently there and no a branch and fed Moises Caicedo yeah this sound come on enso etumi to ja medin kan area to him say there UEFA Champions League no already there 8 teams no omo betumi qualify 16 teams omo so betumi qualify no omo betumi akopo there eno knockout yeah this sound come on enso etumi to ja na eno game Barca omo epo editor Slava Prague no unsa branch na ye fen Pedri Gonzalez no ono so etumi enya knock de mensa kan sa koda no ono so betumi atranche 1 month eno a branch ye fen Pedri ono ho koma ye de etuja enso etumi edema ewo show no so na oye United fan atiewe sansa branch na ye fen Casemiro this season eno eba ne we branch no ono so etumi ensa kan enfema United bobo kona ye de san komo no enso etumi etuja say adia 146 games na branch no ono so etumi epo ema United 21 goals no ono etumi ehye saso na assist no ono etumi eye 13 oje FA Cup saso na dia eno eye Carabao Cup ye de san komo no enso etumi etuja tie post season wia eye branch na edin ede Casemiro no enya de obetumi ato aso edema United ye de san komo no enso etumi etuja medin kan ede ato anim sa branch na ye fen Vinicius Junior no ono ena penifo ekoji UEFA omo player of the week no and also etumi ekoma na branch no ehye 1 goal and so etumi make assist and also etumi ema branch no and also etumi ewini UEFA omo player of the week na ye de san komo no and so etumi to ja Chelsea na amo akora na ye fen Cole Palmer no entia mensa kan say Man United for no omo abo ewem sa branch na ye fen Cole Palmer omo betumi afa branch no area fi Chelsea ye de san komo no and so etumi to ja Rewusem ekọ edema branch na ye fen Ibrahim Konate Liverpool omo defender ne ono entumi anti asempesan sabrante no meno ekase ni papa enso etumi akanchine gwa eno ayare wosema Ibrahim Konate no eno so etumi ekona se ya yede san komo no enso etumi etuja na unim se akora na ye fel Michel Olise enra ono so etumi ehye go edema Bayern Munich meno ekase no this is sabrante no ono etumi ahye 15 goals saso na dia assist no ono so etumi ameki 17 yede san komo no enso etumi etuja UEFA Champions League this season unim sa kodana ye fen Erling Bront Haaland ono etumi about 55 games so far and so edema Manchester City and so UEFA Champions League no akora no etumi ama ye 55 goals eno ayen koma eno efia Bront ye fen Erling Haaland asye and so etumi eba ye de san komo no and so etumi etuja na unim se Kylian Mbappe Lotino ono so etumi about 93 games no ono etumi ashe 66 goals ye de san komo no and so etumi etuja currently ukohwe UEFA Champions League log na ya dia meno ekase 5 English teams no omo etumi enya kwenya omo betumi qualify na Arsenal the Gunners no omo first position Arsenal Liverpool omo etoso 4 Tottenham omo etoso 5 Arsenal Newcastle no omo etoso 7 Chelsea omo etoso 8 ntimeno ekase dia dia England for no ehwerim say UEFA Champions League no omo teams no betumi qualify ya di san komo no enso etumi to jamedi kan ede atorim sa branch na ye fen Pedri no ono etumi enya injure 1 month no abrante no etumi ensa kana onim say games abrante ye fen Pedri ono betumi amese Barca game omo ebo editor Real Oviedo no ono etumi ensa kan saso na UEFA Champions League game Barca omo betumi apo editor Copenhagen no ono so etumi embo Elche game no eno games abrante ye fen Pedri ono etumi embo ye de san komo no enso etumi to the Madrid omo interim coach ye fen Abalowa edi to just say uhwe game enwa Vinicius Junior boy na eno etumi Chelsea branch no ono so etumi ready say ono betumi extending the contract Madrid ye this san komo no enso etumi to jana unim say Madrid for no omugu so mo pe manager na de mensa kan say adia openi na ye friend Georgian Klopp no eno latest report mensa ka say Madrid for no omo hwe so betumi assign na ye this san komo no enso etumi to jana ukopie mo enso Arsenal unim say over the weekend no adia Arsenal for no omo United big game enso bo eno na Mikel Arteta enso etumi edit to just a brand ne fe Gabriel Magalhaes no ono so etumi a return back a boy no ono so betumi esi akanya yede san komo no enso etumi etu jankansem na dos ne mom no yemre na aye be enti wo fa Sammy bi ye fancy na china no paman bi se trasia ono so edit duties and mono enso etumi gra ede amount na niam etumi aye kama enti yemfa na se no enkoma head of sports Mr. Kwame Fum Saso na branch a ye fen Odisika ebo ye chido man bi se Bismarck eduse ono so etumi ebo ye chido Boroman Chelsea omunia etumi ebo ye chido man nanyumre no yetumi ekwama focus eba fie be fan sem no enso etumi ede mamitino ede Kenneth Arthur obetumi enso Afrem Kofi Popcorn wafa
Senior,
ye fancy.
Agudi mun sem na se on.
Sabe
Bansa obekọ no me wafa si se wokasa na wi a ese otumi ye bibi ohun o se aya ni sei.
Eye akurase nkomo ne ye. Abusia
me zamrane no me zamrane no.
Wo ye den?
Me bonfo.
Enne de
zamra.
Ah?
Eno ano me zamra me kasa me kan ye no.
Wo zamra
kasa no.
So we ni say na we you. So we na was
was tofa.
Ano we blow from kan say.
Summarize ana.
O samna. And one thing yana. Na be da bi tia se mo kan. Tie ni ye.
Me zamrane no me zamrane no.
Wo ye den?
Me bonfo.
Enne de
zamra.
Ah?
Eno ano me zamra me kasa me kan ye no.
Wo zamra.
So we no kasa say den. Enu ano no na nya za na kai o say ade ba kwa maka se won ye de ne se kase bu achi nsem hu no e ye de kura se ne kase won kase ba mo fa si so wo secret bi so de mayan se ya sore
nti wan kan no kra me secret
ayu ne ka
wo secret wa me ka chan e de secret me ka so ta ta mo ka kire me se oya man se adwuma wa ide nti on ne ile ni ja ye ne se ono wo kwa anadwo nti bu wo ha e wo man no abafiri nti obai na be ma foforo ne ne ile no Eda.
Catch me.
Catch you.
Ma mo me kusia.
Hey, uko bodu ya eden. Na brante we so kire say ye ne ya pa say wa modam tem. Wa ye adwuma bregu.
Wo say wa hu ne ntem. Nka bodam tem. Ya ma adwuma bre pa no. Oh, no me fucking tabo. Enti wa no so wa modam tem. Ma chide ma hu ne ntem. Chide blah blah no. Se mun tan ka ba me sa blah no. Ka bodam. Sa me fasile. Do am modam to the how. We from Kwajuma. Get no Kwajuma wa he. Em ya fa. So wa modam. So wa modam to em ya fa. Ai. Mi ko by day. Mi tu so seven emo banchi boto ento sa me soa. Ya ma adwuma be pa no.
Hey. Humo bro Ghana fomu pa ta se
Yankopon
wa bodam sa na yetumi chewe bi anima odi free o
sika papa ndio kan ne yadwen o se banchi boto pa wa soa ene ntabo a wa park no so bona ntema san kwasi adwuma we nyina ka wanya bi o awurade Yankopon bana sara ma me da go ma se sa de o de ba ya nyomoto ne asa
mai ba go jira mu ba ta ta mina jira ni ta chimata ka do ka haro to de ne zinkara we ka bata ka zuwa uni har ka do ka bata sai ka sabi kare ni chara ka ga kallo de ta na mamu mika chara na ko ta ko mu de o je na ji ko de chara
enti me wo fa se Kenneth Arthur ena wote na nkan ya ka na ya mene Adjoa Agyei Sikapa ya tam ne de aso nanso mene mienu afi ba ma ye kwan sei ye ninse hunu kakra ansan ye bakwa yakom enti sika de aye nie nipakuo bi wo mo kire mu se wo adwuma na mo ye no wo mo kɔ pension da so nse da ni ho ma wo mo ye ho anoma adwuma be na wo Ghana ha wo kɔ pension a asai wo nse da hunu ho so ye wo nse da ni da so bia kofi uni mo wonom
Juma de dosumo.
And do majuma kokro. Yo, try na tiwi.
Nurse ni ko pension. Busa ko bi pharmacy bi no tia no. Say doctor ni ko pension. Also to ko bi ni doctor bi na say hospital no tia no. Police ni ko pension. They say of security kama. So you ni ko pension security kama. This ni ko pension. Hey, wa ko cholota. So ko chon somebody we yase. What's your juma? Nurse.
What hu ni pakuo no?
Me hu pa.
O say hwan no?
A teacher for no.
Ko pensioner. Wan ko pelo Tokyo bi mu an kwatena ntwa luta. Na chese na ketua kra na ne pension na den. Usa Ghana penny for mo te se kwaku anansi o. Ana meboa. Ana meboa. Enja ya wo fade bia meka no. Onu fi da mboa o. Sa na te. Ghana penny for Nansha Yamana kama pa. Once you can't Ghana penny for so much CC.
When you go one and see a pepper. When you go one and see a pepper. When you go one and see a pepper.
Now made your passion tea and I miss one here.
Shagalegi. Yes, what nickname no Shagalegi.
Young one, me be unready.
Meka Shagalegi on your son no. Shagalegi.
Young one, me be unready. Then no.
Umrane,
I say. Bidi agro basa. Aya unje TV so. Hey.
Aya munhwe TV so na de agro yemfa ni agrosika kasebo no yemfansi de na popular request nyum bia ba ye maame so opepa nti bebo amanansan asode so ni me maame ameka na asemi anti akos na ameka na o se nyum bia okai pa that time na ujana na so sa baya no na nyum bi wo ho no ma wo so de yeden aya soloku ne de ba aboa ede ba de a o kan kan ye minni ma dokro mpo mente kurada soloku ye de yen ko fu ni ma dokro ye kasa soloku ye den ede ba de a dance ase na kura ye den dance ase
se enkane no se wake keeping ni ade no se soloku na ekoso
ndo waye bi pen o
ma ye bi ne de no
o sa na nya nanka minnimu da jenne enti kasebo ne yebu nu kom se pon samufo ne ya maze mebele ntwene se mu ema yen champion tere de kopie mu ewo Facebook and afisi yitima kasebo no wenya bi ehwe yem sanse na DJ Zigibi Mr. Samara kwa chinchim kasafiri ne froma ede ema yen ya mame antiakos ebuye chidom na kenkanfo ne yemienu edi ameje so ya wofa osi ade yo the one Nhyiraba Kwadwo Sammy B mene
Adjoa Agyei
ya kwano antiakos osenyo ade na koma so mama na mene ne benya asem enti yakra mo
enso amuna